Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Wasteland Let's Play. So in the last episode, we were working on some stuff down in the southeast of the base. We were able to dig out a lot of this here, get it all walled off properly, and then rezone some of our stockpiles into this bigger area. So that's helped with storage quite a bit. Following that, we moved up to the north where we were excavating some more bedrooms, and we've got those dug out. We just need to finish mining, and we just keep hitting more and more steel up here. I didn't want to dig this far in, but there's plenty of resources up there, so why not? I've got them mostly walled off. We just need to finish with that and finish the flooring, finish smoothing the other areas, and we'll throw some beds in there. But that's pretty much it. So I decided to pick back up here because we're being raided. And we've got some tribals, as you guys saw briefly at the beginning there. They're still wearing vault suits. I don't know why that is. The tags on the vault suits should not allow tribesmen to wear them. I don't know why we keep seeing vault suits. I'm gonna have to go through again, but I did fix... Well, I thought I fixed it, but I didn't really see anything wrong with it before to begin with, or necessarily to begin with. But these vault suits should not be wearable by anybody. And even if they were wearable, the frequency should be so low that they don't appear in any real, frequency. But, yeah, they just keep showing up. So anyways, we got tribals to deal with here. Why did you pick that up? Don't wear that, especially a dead man's one. Give me a break. Anyways, we'll let them kind of mosey on over here. And... there's only 6 of them plus the animal that one's riding, so I don't think they'll be too much of a threat. Oh, they're not even coming straight at us yet. They're going to hang out a little bit first. They're going to accumulate all sorts of toxic fallout. Uh-oh. That's interesting. We got pirates and tribals. And you've got Nuka-Cola and grenades. Not the buck. Come on, where's the guy? Bonnie, no. You're both grenadiers? Okay, they got 2 grenadiers, a 3rd grenadier with Molotovs, a 4th grenadier with Molotovs, and a 5th grenadier with Molotovs. Okay, right. I don't know if these guys are friendly toward each other. They might actually attack each other. But either way, we will set up and try to shoot them down before they cross the river here. At some point, I think I will make some very basic fortifications on our side of the river, just so that we are a little bit better prepared when enemies attack us. And I will probably clear these structures out because it gives the enemy cover, and I don't want that. I want to be the only one with cover, so we'll figure something out. But I'll probably make some like marble structures with roofs over them so that we don't accumulate any fallout while we're out there. And that should really help us in terms of defense. We should be notified also when they start coming. Okay, so the tribes people are coming first. I'm gonna need everybody up and at 'em here. So rush on out there, please. You've got a shotgun. We're gonna need all hands on deck, I imagine. There's quite a few of them. I could set somebody up in like a flanking position here. I don't know what kind of range that thing has though. Not a lot. So you should probably sit here somewhere and just kind of ward off anybody that tries to get too close. Tadashi, you've got the machine guns. We definitely want you out there. Perkin, you got a pistol. Again, all hands on deck. So we'll bring both of you. You're incapable of violence, right? No, you're just really bad at violence. Kate, you're already on your way out. I'm going to move you to there so I can get lock in between you guys. Maybe I'll have you do that. We'll put her on that corner. Let her just kind of spray. I mean, the range on that's pretty awful too. You've got a sniper rifle though. We'll set you up there, I think. And Jack's, I might give you... Yeah, run and grab this. And then come out here. She won't hit anything, but she can at least suppress people. I should slow things down in the meantime. Where are the tribals? Oh, are they going to fight each other? I think they're going to fight each other. Uh-oh, I'm getting a little bit of chop here. Is it going down? Yeah. They're throwing grenades. Oh, they're just going to blow each other up. This is going to be great. One of them decided to come after us. Well, I guess we'll just watch the carnage and see who we can salvage from this mess. I see 2 corpses that are on fire. This guy's on fire and running in circles. What happened to you? The Buck's injured. What about the person on it? Okay, so the tribespeople are fleeing. Does that include... Oh, Stork actually got further out there. So you're running away. Fleeing in panic. Also fleeing in panic. Are you worth chasing down? No, you're a pyro. If not for the pyro, definitely. But the pyro is there. So, Bara is actually pretty good, but we won't get to her in time. She just has to run to there. We'd have to come all the way down. So, let's see what happens to the pirates. But that was a mess. Yeah, every single person that was down got killed there. Are you guys not coming? Because I just woke everybody up. And they're sitting outside too. Alright. Go back to bed for all of 5 minutes. Kate, why are you moving so slow? Oh, got food poisoning. I didn't forget anybody, did I? I don't think so. You've still got your gun. You're going back to bed. Perfect. Okay. Non-violent pawn assigned a weapon. Are you incapable of violence? Oh, you hate violence. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, just drop that in your bedroom. And then whenever we need you to equip a gun, we'll have you do that. Okay. Oh god. What did you just do? How did you light yourself on fire? Like, what exploded? I wonder if the grenades caught fire and it caused them to explode? But he was like walking in circles and it just blew up. You're not very good, but anybody can be deadly with grenades and Molotovs, so we'll still have to be careful. You're not the best, but you're not the worst. Another pyro there, no thank you. And Bonnie's not terrible. So there's like 2 okay characters in that bunch. But nobody that's really jumping out at me. I guess they're going to take their time though. I wonder how much... I don't mean to keep going back and forth, but I wonder... Ah, and I misclick. Yeah, they are starting to build up some toxicity there. So by the time they get over here, they'll probably be like fairly irradiated. Oh, we've got some sculptures here. Normal quality, so we can actually use that. Nice. Destroyed beat. This piece portrays a wood. A bandit stands near the main subject. Okay. We can install this somewhere. Probably put it in the main hall, I don't know. We'll beauty up this room a little bit. Technically the hallways as well. Do I have any... Let's see, structure. I do have these. Let's throw some steel doors on these. I'm just going to have them held open. But eventually I'd like to do these like proper bulkhead doors. But at least this will make those individual rooms. And then we'll do a steel 1x3 there and here for now. Again, all held open. But that should be good enough. And I guess I'll do them here too. To give our guys something to do. Use up some of the steel lying all over the place. Got some cargo pods arriving here. It looks like it's some psychoid leaves. I don't really have a use for those. I'm just going to leave them. No use. I don't know what the pirates are doing. This one pirate is running somewhere toward us, but whether or not she's actually coming for us is another matter entirely. And then the rest are just standing there. Well, I guess now they're actually moving. Let's slow things down a bit just to kind of see what's happening. Somebody is... Oh, your buck is down. Okay. You're running... Where's the other one? Are they going for the T, maybe? Or maybe the Psychoid leaves? I thought that was somewhere else, though. Have given up and are leaving. Interesting. Okay. Well, I wish they would have dropped some grenades, because I could use grenades. I'm going to leave that corpse. Let's see. Grim, you're going to do me a favor. And you are going to hunt that buck. You'll probably build up some toxic fallout poisoning while you're at it. And I'm just going to leave these weapons. I don't really have a use for them, so we'll just let them deteriorate into nothing. But this is free meat, so we may as well grab it. What are you up to? You're not that good. Yeah, I don't need to take on another prisoner right now. He'll get away before Grim gets out there anyways. Actually, is it worth having Grim go that far just to grab that buck? Well, it's not going to die for 11 more hours, so I guess we'll do it. But he is going to build up some toxicity from that as well. Whoa. Getting a little bit of lag. You know what? I'm actually rendering a video in the background. I think that's probably what it is. But I've noticed when I run these really heavily modded playthroughs, sometimes they get quite a bit laggy too, just because the game has so much to process. Let's make sure all of these are held open. This can actually get held open too. Yeah, what is that? Oh, they're fleeing now. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was thinking about what they wanted to do. But Lyle is running for the edge of the map. And the others have already left. So, yeah. Interesting. When did you get there? Dead for less than a day. Oh, you were one of them one of the ones that just attacked. Why did you guys go that way? Luckily they didn't aggro the bugs to come after me. Wait, Grim. What are you doing, man? And why is his name... Oh, that's weird. It was just my screen. His name looked purple, though. And I was like, why is his name purple? Okay. Anyways, yeah, I need him to grab that buck before he gets too irradiated. Let's get all these doors open as they get built. That one's set to hold open too. It just hasn't been done yet. And it looks like we've hit the end of the steel up there. And we're nearly done filling in these rooms too. That one's held open. This one needs to be. As is that one. And that one. We'll see what kind of sculpture that is. Okay, that's the same one as before. But yeah, Jax is just cranking out sculptures for us. And she's actually doing a decent job. I thought, given how low her art skill is. Well, it's not that low anymore, but initially it was. She's doing a good job, though. 2 normal sculptures. I thought for sure we'd be getting, like, you know, poor and stuff like that first. So, artwork of Schmidt. This piece bears a depiction of Anna Schmidt smacking Andre Molina while capturing him as he twists in pain. Andre looks resigned to his fate. The work conveys emotions of helplessness. This artwork relates to the capturing of Andre on the 11th of April, May 5501. Okay, let's install it out here so everybody can recount when Schmidt slapped Andre and took him prisoner. Okay, you've got the buck. You're on your way back. Good. Good, good, good. Let's see. Pete, do me a favor. Come on through here. Walk through that for me. And then walk through that one for me. And then through this one. Nope, go this way. There you go. And through there. Cool. Alright, as you were. Got most of those doors open now. Still got to build that one up there. But for the most part, these are good. And as soon as we get... Well, actually, that's technically an enclosed space now. Okay, so I think it's time for another mining project. The question is, where do we want to go next? I think maybe here? Because we've got a free bedroom there, and then soon to have 2 free ones here. So, unless we get like 3 prisoners in really quick succession, we should have an open bedroom. At least one open bedroom for a little while. So that is more or less handled for the time being. Therefore, I think we can focus on something else at least for a little while. And I guess to that end, I would like to either dig out another one of these just to have it ready, or dig out this so that we can start looking at building some of those aquaculture basins. Now, we don't actually have enough power to do that, so maybe it's not worth doing it yet. But I feel like we should always have some mining project going, because mining out these areas does take a long time. And so to that end, it makes more sense to do it before we need it rather than when we need it. Let's do the overseer's office. Let's dig that out. So all of that plus 1 behind. Alright, so in addition to the overseer's office, I've decided to at least do this little bit of hallway on the corner here. Unfortunately, this is going to be in the way, but that's not that big a deal. We can reinstall it if needed, or even just turn it parallel to the hallway rather than having it perpendicular like it is. But I figured it would be a good idea to at least just mirror this over, so that when we do decide to expand, we already have the access. We just need to actually do the work. So yeah, I think that makes sense for now, but everybody's sleeping, so we won't see that start until the morning probably. Let's check in on our research. So gas operations should again get us to the various ballistic weapons available through the Fallout mod, which we will use. 10mm pistols. I don't know if it's worth manufacturing any of those because we do have quite a few already. But there's combat rifles that could be useful. Submachine guns. I think there's a 10mm submachine gun, and then there's the 45, which is basically a Thompson. And other stuff as well, combat shotgun. But I don't think we're going to be making too many of those because, again, I do want the laser rifle to sort of be our standard weapon. But until we have access to that, I'd like to make something. So the combat rifle will probably be the stand-in. Deep wells should allow us to circumvent the contamination from the toxic fallout. So that'll be really helpful. And then biofuel refining is going to let us turn fecal sludge into chem fuel, which then we can turn into more energy. Following that, geothermal power so that we can start making more generators of our own. And then from there, it's kind of up to us. I think following that, I'm going to do... where is it? This is all the UN stuff. Where's the flak armor? I just saw it. We should get that out of the way because the armor, the combat armor, is... I think that's the placeholder right now. That is in the same research tree. So if we want to start making combat armor for our people, gonna need to research that. And I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff we need as well, but that seems to be a good start. We've got some travelers passing by. We should do tree sowing too. We can grow them indoors, I believe. I've done it before. Not in 1.0 though. So we may not be able to do it, but we'll at least try dedicating one of these to trees. That way we have some supply of wood. But generally what I do in situations like this, because we've done like an ice sheet playthrough where we had, you know, no wood at all, which is basically what we've got here. I don't think trees can grow in this. I haven't seen any foliage out here, so yeah. I had an indoor arboretum or arboretum or whatever it is growing trees in beta 18, so I'm hoping that the same will be doable in this playthrough. If not, I know that there's mods. There'll probably be mods. You know, if it's a vanilla function, there probably isn't mods for it. But if it's not, then there's almost certainly going to be a mod that would allow us to do it. So one way or another, we'll probably be able to do it. Oh, I missed. Well, I guess I didn't miss this. It just wasn't open at the time. Need a door there. All of these are held open, correct? Yes. Good, good, good. Oh, not that one. Those need to be held open because our prisoners need to be able to access that. Although, I need to check their pockets occasionally because they will grab guns. We've seen that before. Where's the last one of you guys? Who's missing? Kipper. There you are. Okay, nobody's stealing any guns. Not yet, anyways. But we'll check in on that every once in a while. Just to make sure they're not hoarding anything for a prison break. That does remind me. So, Mars. We need to fix your spine. What's that going to cost us? 80 plasteel and 3 medicine. It looks like we have the resources to do that. How much plasteel do I have, though? None. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't know why that wasn't grayed out. But yeah, we don't have the resources for that. At least not the plasteel. If we could get some plasteel, we could get him fixed up and moving around. And that's not hard to do. If we have a trader come by, we can always just buy it. But we'll have to keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, let us start copying over some walls into these spaces. And I will grab the floors as well. We can just lay those on in. Cool. Okay. We'll let that kind of marinate for a little while. Nobody's come through here yet. I'm gonna have to grab somebody and have them walk through just to hold those open. Because the prisoners can't haul stuff in there. They can't get through the doors. Although, I think I can actually... No, because these are modded doors, I can't unlock them. With the default 1x1 door, I can unlock it. But not with the... Not with anything that's modded. So not with any of the 1x2s, 1x3s. Is this unlocked? Should be unlocked. That will allow the prisoners to haul stuff in here for us. Which will, at the very least, spare some of our colonists the trouble of having to do that after they've harvested, so it should help a little bit. That needs a... No. That should be a door. Or eventually it'll be a door. I guess for now I can put that in there just so I don't forget. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that alone. Alright guys, so one of the last things I wanted to look at today is just a little bit of furniture for our bedrooms. This hasn't been a particularly high priority for me just because for a long time we were struggling just to get enough bedrooms for everybody, and there was obviously far bigger concerns. There still is, but I figured we'd queue up just a few because there's not a whole lot of construction happening at the moment. And the way I'm going to do this is we're actually going to use sandstone because wood is going to be far too precious a commodity in this playthrough for us to justify using it for things like bedside tables. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use sandstone that looks very similar to wood, like that, just to give our rooms a little bit of color, because otherwise they're going to be pretty boring looking if everything is marble. So I think we're going to use, let's see, we don't have a lot of research done with RimKia yet, so that's not going to yield a whole lot of options. We could do, you know what, maybe I will wait, because RimKia offers a lot more variety, and I will be able to use sandstone for that too. We just need to actually research it. So what is that under? I think it's this one is the cool fancy stuff that would make sense in the Fallout Vault. So let's add that to our queue, and we'll wait until we have that available. And I should do blast doors at some point too. Those are the bulkheads we started out with, but obviously we can't build them yet. So we have them, you know, where they were originally, but we can't make our own. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there. This one might be a little bit short, but I was trying to avoid as much of the chop as possible. I didn't realize that, you know, rendering a video in the background was going to affect it this much. Generally it doesn't, but sometimes it does, and so I do apologize for that. I don't mean to have, you know, that kind of like stuttering in there that happens occasionally. But I will continue to grind out some of this stuff off camera, and I'll have to decide what I want to work on next. But I do think we'll start clearing out some space down here. It might be worth just digging this whole thing out and getting it all set up minus the sun lamps, or even if we build the sun lamps and just make sure they're not powered, so that we're ready to go. As soon as we have enough power available, we can immediately kick one on and start growing. Especially as, you know, our colony expands and we're going to need more food. And then, of course, once we finish that research, hopefully growing trees so that we have a moderate supply of wood. Stuff like that. So we'll figure that out, but I have some time to play with it off camera, so I'll decide what needs to be done. And another thing I'd, again, like to do is deconstruct all of this out here. And then, I mean, the chunks are still covered, but I'm less concerned about the chunks than this. But then I want to erect one or two of my own structures, preferably with embrasures. I don't know if I'm running that mod. I am, okay. So we'll have embrasures, and maybe I'll put that turret we picked up in one of those so that it's somewhat protected. But I just want to have something out here because this is where most of our fights are happening. And so I think it makes sense to, again, fortify us a little bit better, put something with a roof on it so that we're not accumulating toxic fallout while we're waiting for enemies like we did earlier in this episode. So yeah, I think it just makes a lot of strategic sense. Right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.